Hello guys. Today we are going to analyze Alan Walker's track called Fade, and its FLP that they have shown in the official music video, so we can use it in our remakes. Okay, here we go. By the way, I have already made a remake of Fade based on this music video, so have a look if you haven't watched it yet. Link is in the description. This is still not a final version, that's why I made this analysis video. I zoomed in and slowed down the footage so we can see what's happening. Unfortunately, the screen of the laptop is at the center of the video, so even if it is 1080p, the laptop is only around 480p, which makes the small text hard to read. Let's pause here. Here we can see a lot of plugins already. There is the gross beat, which I guess is used on the Noise Riser FX. In Alan's old tracks, and the track that I played in the beginning of this video, he used the same riser, so my guess is that the gross beat has been there since 2013. I can just take this sample and put it in my Fade remake, LMAO. You can skip this part if it is too long. I will put the timestamps in the description. Lol, this is offbeat.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. I'm dead.
Oh, there's nothing here. That was a lot for a Uplifter. Here is my version. I think that is close, but not exact. I might be wrong here, and that gross beat wasn't even used in Fade at all. There are two of them, by the way. Maybe it's just there because Alan didn't delete it after using it in an old track. This is Fruity Stereo Shaper, and it's either using the delay preset or this isn't even doing anything. The other knob is hidden, so let's just skip that. This is Fruity Multiband Compressor. He might have used the general purpose 2 preset here, I don't know where. Maybe on the master, lol. This looks like Nexus, but this is after Nexus 2. This didn't exist back then, but most likely, Alan upgraded Nexus 2 to this, that's why it is here. I guess this is the muted guitars too. Oh wait, another plugin loaded. It's Ozone Reverb. There is a high shelf going on there. There is another plugin here, I don't know what it is because it's behind everything. But I don't care about most of these effects anyway. I'll just use Soundgodizer in all of the mixer tracks, LMAO. Let's zoom into the playlist. It's so blurry but I can still read it. This riser here is from Vengeance, I don't know which pack since I am too lazy to find it. Maybe you can tell me in the comments. This is supposed to be a reversed crash, but I think Alan lost the sample or the FLP is broken. I used 707 crash and I reversed it as an alternative. Now let's go with the interesting part. This one is the Lush Chord. Here is what it sounds like.
The Lush sound.
There is also a volume automation here. I tried it but it is too loud, so I just automated the second oscillator of part A in Silent 1. I think this is why the soul lead is weaker during build-up, because it gets compressed by the Lush Chord. It makes me believe that Alan really added that compression on the master, lol. I tried to remake it but I used Soundgodizer for it. It doesn't have to be exact as long as it sounds good for me. This is the build-up snare. There are two of them playing at the same time. If you look closely, they play different notes from each other. AWS Faded Remake already provided the snare, so yeah, thanks man. That was crisp, but this is crispier. I'll let Alan explain this one.
Yeah, that one was inspired by, for example, K301, and he had actually put out tutorials on how to create, like, for example, patches in the same style as he does. And what I've done is pretty much put a lot of voices and like made sure like it gets that I don't know, like I don't remember the name, but yeah, it's soul feeling, and all together like it has this kind of like crispy sounding. And yeah, it's really powerful, and yeah. And with this, together with a kind of like a crispy sound, a soul lead, it really helps to make the whole song more powerful.
That's pretty much for that sound. Thanks, Alan. Please watch the full version of that video in Future Music Magazine's channel. I will link it in the description. This is the soul lead. This was made in Spire, but I am bad at sound design, so I just used the preset that AWS made in Silent 1 here. This is the muted guitar from Nexus. Nothing special here. This is the bass for the build-up, and again, I just used the preset that AWS used here, but I modified it since it wasn't crispy enough. Here's what it sounds like.
Nice.
That sounds crisp, isn't it? Let's move to the next footage so we can have a better view of those automations. I don't know what that is, but I would guess that is a build-up EQ automation like I did here. This is the soul lead, this is the muted guitar again. We will talk about the automations later. But first, let's zoom in to the samples. Now I see everything. This crash is from Kashmir Pack, and AWS already have it in the FLP, so I didn't have to search for it. The rest are from Vengeance. I couldn't read these two, but the last one is definitely from Vengeance Essential Club Sounds Volume 3. I've already explained the build-up. Let's focus on the drop. Okay, this is the bass. The Future Music Magazine video have already shown what it sounds like. It is basically a combination of saw, sine, and noise. It sounds like this.
This is bounced audio, but this is just a silent pack, also used in faded, singular sleep, fade, etc.
This is the drums, and also this one. I don't know why Alan decided to split it this way, maybe it looks cool when it is alternating, weird. I don't know what the samples are, so I just took the drums from the original track. I'm not gonna play that here because it sounds bad by itself. These are the stack of chords. I'll just assume that 2 of these are the Lush Chord and crispy Soundy chord. The other 2 is unknown, so I used MX3's FLP as the bass for my remake. This looks like one layer of sound, but I think it is more than that. The main sound here is the sole lead, but there are other detuned lead that plays 1 octave below it. This is the square lead from Nexus. Nothing special here. So, the editor of this video added an EQ for the chords. I don't think Alan did that. Maybe it's just for this music video. Okay, so there's the entire second drop and outro part of the track. This is the Shakey lead. This is a reversed crash. I used a Vengeance Essential House sample as an alternative. Here's what these 2 sound like. Now that we can see the automations properly, let's look at it. This is a Nexus automation. I don't know what it is automating, so I didn't copy that. This is Nicky Romero Kickstart automation. My guess is all of the synths are connected to this except the muted guitar and Lush Chord because they make this delay thing during the drum fill. I found it weird when I looped that. This is the crispy Soundy chord cutoff automation because it started on the same bar as the crispy Soundy chord. The outro is easy, you can figure that out. Oh, by the way, this bass on the second drop is 1 octave lower. And now he exported it as MP3. I export as WAV, so yeah. Since the bottom part wasn't shown at all, I have to guess what it is. I've shown it in my remake, so you can check that out. This is what the entire FLP looks like without that render screen. There's a lot of useless stuff because I am trying to find the exact samples. That's it for this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel, John Paul Buce, because I made this video for 8 hours and I don't know why. And I hope that it will help you remake Alan Walker's track, Fade, in FL Studio or any other digital audio workstation. Leave a comment and let me know if you want more content like this. All of the credits will be in the description so I can update those. Thank you for watching and have a great day.